Today our topic is related to MCOM 4th semester optional group A, paper 4th International Marketing, unit 5th export documentation, and this is third part of our unit. I am Dr. Swati Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. BSP Government College, Pendra. So students, what is export documentation? When two nations agree to carry on trading, certain general and legal papers in the form of bills, receipts, orders are required to be filled and submitted to government and non-government offices. These papers are document, and the process of doing paperwork is called documentation. Documents are the legal evidence which enables physical movement of goods from one country to another. Documentation is done by importer, exporter, shipping company, warehouse, port authorities, etc. as per the requirement. It fulfills legal requirements and helps in easy movement of goods in international market. So students, document is necessary as it not only facilitates smooth movement of goods from one country to another, but also provides evidence of condition of consignment at different stages of its transportation. Documentation also facilitates timely arrival of consignment to the destination and its payment. So students, after getting the importance of documentation in international business, we are going to have a look on what documents are necessary in export businesses. There are many documents which are required to carry on legally the export business, but for the easiness of learning, it has been divided under three heads. First is documents related to goods, second is documents related to shipment, and third one is documents related to payment. Under documents related to goods, first one is order or indent. When an importer sends request letter regarding goods directly to exporter, it is called order letter. And when this request is sent to the agent of producer or commission agent or through the intermediaries, it is called indent. It is prepared by importer after sufficient inquiry and research about the product. It contains instructions to exporter regarding price, quantity, quality, shipment, insurance, packing and payment options. Just for example, one format of material indent is given, a picture of that is given over here. You can see that information regarding product and material can be written in the indent form, then how much quantity is desired by the importer, then expected rate or an expected date of that, and the remarks if any specification he is desiring or he is wanting in the quality of the product, he can clearly mention in it. So students, next point is export invoice. Export invoice is a bill prepared by exporter for goods, and it contains information about goods such as quantity, total value, number of bundles, marks on packing, port of destination, name of ship and shipping company, bill of lading number, terms of delivery and mode of payment, etc. It is actually a seller's bill which describes about the good being exported. Next point is certificate of origin. This is a certificate which declares the country in which the goods are being produced. This certificate can be issued by the government officers or NGOs. It entitles importer to avail tariff concession on goods imported from some specific countries, or at the same time if goods are banned to be imported from such countries. It is the evidence which facilitates the importer to avail concession or subsidy on import of goods from some specific country. It also restricts the import of goods from such countries if it is not permitted by regulatory authorities of importing country. So students, in the list of documents related to goods, another one comes is packing list. A packing list is the detail of goods contained in the cargo, like detailed information of exporter and importer, invoice number, purchase order number, country of origin, country of final destination, name of vessel or flight, place of receipt of goods, port of loading and discharge, term of delivery, term of payment, physical information of goods, nature of goods like whether it is glassware, electronics item or anything else. Identification signs put on packages and bundles are mentioned in it. These details are sent along with indent. Next is certificate of inspection. Government of India has made this certificate compulsory to ensure the quality of certain goods being exported to other countries. Export Inspection Council of India is authorized agency which inspects and certifies goods under Export Quality Control and Inspection Act 1963. It ensures that the merchandise meets the specific quality and quantity standards before leaving the port of departure. Is the category of documents related to shipment. Under this, first is mate's receipt. It is also called captain's receipt. This is very important document. Without it, shipping company does not issue bill of lading. This receipt is given by the captain of the ship to the exporter or his agent after the cargo is loaded on the ship. The mate's receipt has detail describing the quantity of goods, sender's name, date of shipment, details of packages and its quantity, marks and labels on it, condition in which the cargo was received and on board the ship, etc. Under this, next point is shipping bill. On the basis of shipping bill, Custom Office permits export of goods. It contains all the details of goods consigned. As in the earlier documents, we have mentioned that full detail of cargo is required. It means that quality of goods, quantity of goods, sender's name, importer's name, date of shipment, details of packets, bundles, marks and labels on it, etc. All these details are also mentioned in shipping bill. In the category of documents related to shipment, next and very important document is bill of lading. This is a document issued by shipping company stating the description and evidence of goods at the time it was board on ship. It also confirms that carrier has received the freight and it will duly be delivered to consignee. It is a document of title of consignment, document of receipt of goods consigned. It is a document of contract between shipping company and consignor, and it can be kept as pledge to borrow loan. It is transferable document and can be transferred by endorsement and delivery. It is a multi-purpose document and that's why it is very important document in export business. Next comes is airway bill. Like a bill of lading is issued by shipping company, airway bill is issued by airline company and it gives official receipt of goods. All those particulars which are mentioned in bill of lading by shipping company, those particulars are mentioned in airway bill by airways companies or airline companies, and it is the document of equally importance as bill of lading. Next is marine insurance policy. Mostly consignments are sent by ships, and to cover the goods exposed to perils of sea, insurance of goods are necessarily done by exporter. Generally, insurance policy is taken in the name of agent bank through which documents are transferred. So, insurance is a device which covers the risk in shipping business. Next is cart ticket. A cart ticket is like vehicle or gate pass. It is prepared by the exporter and includes details of export. Next category of document is document related to payments. Under this, first point is letter of credit. Letter of credit is assurance given by importer's bank on behalf of importer that it will make partial payment or the credit limit set by importer to exporter's bank against the export document. This is the most preferred method of payment these days. In this case, importer's bank makes payment on behalf of importer to the exporter's bank. In this way, exporter gets the amount of consignment or the partial amount of consignment before it is being delivered to the importer. And this is the benefit of this document, that money is not blocked for the duration the consignment is traveling from one country to another. Next point is bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument which orders to pay a specific sum of money to any particular person or to the holder of the instrument as directed by the maker of it. It is payable on demand or on or after mentioned date. In international trade, it is drawn by exporter on importer. The title of export consignments are transferred to importer when importer accepts the terms and conditions of the bill of exchange. In the category of documents related to payment, next comes is letter of hypothecation. When all the documents of export are sent through agent bank, exporter has to submit a letter of hypothecation to bank permitting it, in case of dishonor of bill occurs or on happening of default of payment from importer's side, bank has right to seize and sell the goods and recover the amount. It takes place when exporter has taken some amount of money in advance against goods exported. Next point is bank certificate of payment. Bank certificate of payment certifies that all the documents related to export consignment are received by the importer. All the monetary transactions and liabilities has been done as per exchange control norms. So students, these are the compulsory documents which has to be maintained by exporter, importer, shipping company and other relevant authorities in course of international business, especially in course of export businesses. Thank you.